Hi guys, welcome to A2Z United. This is Anand here and I'm joined by Ankit. Ankit, thank you for joining, bro. And in this video, we are going to preview our next Premier League game against Sheffield United, which is an away match. And viewers, please to let us know what are your expectations in today's game. Please comment us and let us know what are the predictions. And would United go and get those 3 points? But that being said, this is going to be one of the most crucial Premier League matches. We are in the beginning of one of the hectic fixtures in December right now. And so this is the beginning of our first 6 games, which are actually kind of winnable, after which we'll be playing against Liverpool, who's the next top Big Six rival. So, this is a much crucial game where we need to get those 3 points. And Manchester United are actually not bad in the Premier League. Their form has been really good. In the previous 5 games, we have actually won 4 and drawn 1. The last draw being against Manchester City at Old Trafford, of course. So, Ankit, I am pretty much excited about this game, brother. What are your thoughts on tomorrow's match?
It's going to be a very interesting game. It is going to be an unpredictable season this time around. And if United get the job done against Sheffield United, then we have, as you said, winnable games. And the next 5 to 6 fixtures are quite winnable. And if we win these fixtures, I think then we are closing to the top of the table. So we are currently 5 points off the top of the table with the one game in hand. And then if we win tomorrow, I think then we are just going into that festive period with quite a lot of momentum. And this is the first time I think we will be playing a side that is placed at the bottom of the table. Every time we are doing the match review, there is a team that is like just around us, or maybe top of the league in comparison to us. So Sheffield United have had a terrible start to the season. They're currently sitting at the bottom position with 11 losses. So I don't think they will survive this season. They will pretty much be getting relegated. And Chris Wilder and his team, I think, have just burn out and just have gassed out due to the overachievement that they had done last season. And that is the reason I think they are losing matches on a trot. And it is going to be very tricky again, because United need to show the bottle, need to show that they have that capability to get the job done, specifically when everyone around us is dropping points for fun. So now today we have the match against Liverpool and Spurs, where one of the teams or maybe both the teams will drop the points, and then we need to capitalize. And this is where my fear is, because every time United have been put under pressure in the last couple of seasons, we have bottled it. So it is going to be a very interesting game to see, and we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping for a United win, and then we can take off from there. What has happened in the past has happened. We cannot change it. We are out of the Champions League, and now the only thing that the biggest fight that we can play for is for the Premier League title. Though most of our fans are tipping us that we can achieve it, maybe it in a joking way, but they are favoring us, but I don't think so we are title contenders. But we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Yes, Ankit, absolutely. I mean, theoretically, of course, we are still there in the mix right now. And, speaking a little more about our opposition, of course, so they have played 12 games and they have just taken 1 point out of those 12 fixtures, 11 defeats, and, just the 1 point, having that one draw, basically. And they, of course, don't have Dean Henderson as well, who was such a crucial player, with them, who was definitely on loan from Manchester United. And I believe he kept about 12 clean sheets for Sheffield United, which helped them to focus more on the attacking front. So they were conceding less and scoring more goals, which actually helped them with their points as well. So they don't have that luxury as well. So, Ankit, brother, Sheffield United currently are at rock bottom. Chelsea have lost 2 games in a row. Manchester City has drawn 2 games in a row. Liverpool and Tottenham, who are practically at the same points right now, are going to play against each other. So, they are also going to be dropping, either of them are going to be dropping some points. So,
Yeah,
brother, this game wouldn't have come at the right time, right? For Manchester
it
United.
couldn't have come at the right. Yeah, it couldn't have come at the right time, but it couldn't have come at the worst time as well, because the odds are that we are going to beat Sheffield United, and when I have seen when the odds are with us, we tend to bottle it. So it is going to be very interesting to see if we can get over the line tomorrow, and then we can build up some momentum into this festive period where all the upcoming fixtures until Liverpool are quite winnable, and we expect Manchester United to beat all these teams. So we'll see.
Yes, 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 correct. And so basically, if we take a look at the table right now, if you
Hmm.
take a look at the table right now, we see over here that Tottenham and Liverpool are currently on top, 25 points. Manchester United currently over
Hmm.
here are, with 20 points. We have the best form in the league as of now, as we speak. 4 wins and a draw. No other team is actually close to that. Sheffield United is close to the bottom with 20 points. Chelsea, who of course lost 2 games consecutively, so we have 2 games over them currently in hand. So if we win our 2 games,
Yeah, yeah.
we can actually gain some distance with Chelsea as well. So we
Bypass
can gain
Chelsea as well as City. Yeah,
as well as City as well. So we can at least gain
yeah.
some ground over there, which is again good. And of course, we can gain ground over Tottenham and Liverpool as well. So I think these are some pretty good signs right now, and all the way more important as to why we need to win this particular match. So Ankit, that being said, of course, we have a few players which are injured, and why don't you talk us through what the potential lineup would be like against Sheffield United?
Sheffield defense, they actually play at the fire at the back formation, and still the defense is quite shaky. It's quite awful. They have been leaking goals left, right, and center. So even playing such defensive formation is not helping us. So United should go all out attack and just blow them away. It is very unlikely of United in current days that we blow teams away. So this is one of the games where we have that opportunity, and we'll see how it goes. Speaking of the lineup, I think the back four or the back five with the goalkeeper will remain the same. It will be interesting to see if he brings on Alex Telles in place of Luke Shaw, was looking very naked in the final stages of that City game. So we can have Alex Telles in place of Luke Shaw. And for once in the eternity, I want to see one defensive midfielder in this United lineup. Because Sheffield United, I haven't had, as I said, I haven't had a great start to the season. They aren't scoring too many goals. They're conceding leaking goals for fun. So it is okay, and it is considerable to see that we can play with one defensive midfielder. I think Fred can do the job, or maybe McTominay. Uh, uh, Considering that we have a game against Leeds on Sunday as well, so we have to rest players, and we have to see that how we can go into this festive period with minimal injuries and with all the players available. So we can play Fred or McTominay in that holding position. Then maybe you can play Bruno Fernandes, Pogba, Greenwood, Rashford, and Martial.
Mhm. So
That is a pretty strong lineup I can go with, or maybe I can also replace Greenwood or Rashford with Mata, because against Leeds I think we will need a stronger team as compared to this game.
Yes, Ankit, I feel the same as well, considering Sheffield are sitting at rock bottom, so they don't have anything to lose. And we need to be a
Hmm.
much more, we need to play much more attacking against Sheffield. We need to take the game against them. Unlike our previous, I don't know, I think 5 or 6 fixtures where we have, given the first half to the opponents, where they score those first goal and the second goal. So I don't think we should be doing that over here. We should take the game from the first whistle itself, put the pressure, score some early goal.
Hmm.
And that is
Yeah,
possible only with having attacking players and dominating the midfield, which is most important. So players like Bruno, of course, would be there, but having one defensive midfielder paired with, let's say, a Pogba or Donny Van de Beek would be much more helpful.
yeah, yeah.
In this
Agreed.
particular game. So that's a pretty good lineup, Ankit, and hopefully, Solskjaer also puts.
Also, on stressing on that point that we do not start games well. I think we have scored very few first half goals. All of our comebacks against the Premier League sides that we have won have come in the second half. So it is very imperative that we start on the front foot. And also, if Sheffield are playing fire at the back, they are going to use that width on the fullbacks. They are going to attack our fullbacks, and it is very important to see how Solskjaer lineups. If he wants to go with that back three, I'm very much okay with it. But that back three shouldn't perform the way it performed against Leipzig. So if that going if that is going to happen, I think then we are again getting opened up by Sheffield, because our fullbacks are not good at crossing, and when it comes to defending, they always hold hands with Maguire and Lindelof, and that gives space for opponents' wingers or fullbacks to attack and cross into our box. So that is one aspect that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer needs to correct in this particular match if he wants to go with a back five.
I think that's a pretty spot on assessment on currently the way our fullbacks are performing. Going forward, they're offering absolutely nothing or a little bare minimum. That's what they're doing. And as far as defending is concerned, what we have consistently seen in the past games is they're consistently out of position. While defending, it's easy for the other end to put crosses and then the person just looks over and like, oh, there's a player over there, right? So in the receiving end. So I think yes, I think the defense should be sorted out, and it'll be interesting to see how Sheffield United is going to play against us, as they know that I think there's a big burden for them. They haven't won even one game, so to even get the first victory, it's going to be a big burden to Sheffield as well. So let's see. It's going to be interesting to see how they are going to perform.
But I think the pressure is more on United side, because if we are going to challenge for the title, and I think then we should win such games. And Sheffield, having lost 11 games, I think they are not under pressure, because even if they lose this game, which they are not tipped to win, I think that doesn't make a lot of difference to them, but it makes a whole lot of difference for United. So for United, this is like a not must-win game, but we need to get this game into the positive result to get the momentum going into this festive period.
Mm-hmm. So, of course, Ankit, of course, I mean, truly good points put over there. And, we also discussed about the lineup as well. I think the current players in form for Manchester United are, Bruno Fernandes, who's had an excellent start to the campaign in this particular Premier League, even in the Champions League as well. Marcus Rashford, of course, before our unfortunate end to the Champions League campaign, he did score 6 goals. So I'm pretty much looking forward to the pairing of Bruno Fernandes and Marcus Rashford over there, and also how our fullbacks are going to perform. But what are your thoughts on the individual performances, Ankit? Who are the players to watch according to you?
I just hope that McBurney from Sheffield United just doesn't roll us over, because he has the knack of scoring in big games, specifically against Arsenal. I think he has scored. So hope he doesn't turn up tomorrow. And from United side, I think yes, Bruno, maybe Pogba. I think that midfield is going to be the key to win us games, and also the fullbacks, because as Sheffield will play at the fire at the back, they are going to target that fullbacks position of ours. And both are fullbacks, may it be Shaw, Telles, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I think they have to be on their toes, both defensively and well as on the attacking side. So yeah, as you said, as you correctly pointed out, that fullbacks are going to be the key, and Bruno Fernandes is always the man to watch. If Pogba plays, I think then it is again going to be interesting to see how it performs. He has one of the games where he just drops his head or provides a world-class finish like West Ham. So that is going to be interesting to see as well.
Absolutely, Ankit. And so what are your score predictions for tomorrow's crucial encounter?
I just hope they don't bottle it, because we are the match that we are playing is the last match in this weekday. So the pressure is on us, considering most of the teams above us would have lost points or would have been off pace. Then the pressure is on us, but I still have the assurance, I still have the confidence that this team might go ahead and win this 2-0.
Okay. Likewise, Ankit, I also share a similar thought. I just hope that, of course, we did put in a very good shift against Manchester City defensive-wise. So I feel that, and it's tough, but I feel that.
But when I look back at the result against City, I think it was a fair draw, because then City again drew yesterday, and then Chelsea lost. We have that Liverpool and Spurs game today, so that was looking as a fair result now, considering that we took a draw.
So my predictions would be 3-0, Ankit. Basically, I hope that we solidify in the defense, and if we can score some crucial goals away, we do have the attacking threat going forward. So that's going to be my prediction. But once again, to sum up, our preview is going to be that tomorrow is going to be a really crucial encounter. A crucial encounter to get those much needed 3 points and gain some advantage over our 4 rivals, and of course, even to the teams who are actively challenging for the title as well. And viewers, again, please let us know what your thoughts are going to be. What are your pre-match thoughts on this particular game? What are your score predictions? Please let us know in the comments below. And please subscribe to our channel, like, and also share. And I hope you had a great time watching our preview as well. So, Ankit, thank you so much for joining. We'll see you guys in the next video.